What's going on, Group Coach Nation? Awesome question here from Nancy. Nancy, let me just make sure I get this right. Nancy Seeger. Nancy, I think I rephrased your question just a little bit to make sure that everybody gets context for this. So how do you select, and Nancy, if I get this wrong, let me know. How do you select the right members for your mastermind? This is a really common question, a really good one, and it's a super important one. And I actually think that the most important role of a mastermind leader is group selection. So me, as somebody who leads masterminds, my most important role is group selection. Believe it or not, it's not how awesome I teach or how cool my content is, or if I make slides that have just the perfect amount of animation or whatever in them. It's about group selection, because here's what it is. A mastermind is a really tight, cohesive group of individuals who are going through a similar process, trying to get to a similar outcome, and they're being led by a leader who's already walked that path, right? But the thing is, the leader truly isn't the most important person in the room. When the mastermind gets up and running, a real mastermind, we're not talking 100 people here. We're not talking 1,000 people. Oh my gosh, that's not a mastermind. Those are fancy e-courses with Facebook groups. We're talking like 10, 15, 20, 30 people, where you're actually taking a really intentionally built small group of people through a process. The group starts running itself. If you do a really good job with group selection, the group members are more valuable to each other than you will ever be as a group leader. So mastermind member selection. What's up, guys? So good to see everybody. Mastermind group selection is so important. So here's how I do it. And again, Nancy, if I get this right, awesome. If you need more clarification, just let us know. Here's the way we do it at Group Coach Nation. I'm going to give you the 3 things we look for in a mastermind member. And I'm going to kind of give you some ways to nuance that and make it your own, because this is extremely important. Point number 3, I have 3 things on my list that are required for someone to even be considered for one of our mastermind seats. Point number 3 is universal. Anybody can use this, okay? Point number 1 and 2, make these your own. Okay, now think about this. From my vantage point, I'm the leader of a mastermind that teaches people how to build high-ticket masterminds, right? That's our Group Coach Nation Advanced program. Let's just talk about that one. From that vantage point, I'm teaching experts how to build masterminds. So think about that for a second. I don't want to teach people how to get in there and communicate. If you're a bad communicator on camera or on audio or podcast or whatever, then it's going to be a harder start for you. That's a different mastermind. Go find somebody who can help you with camera skills and learn and grow and learn how to sell and do all that kind of stuff on camera, right? That's a different mastermind. That's not my mastermind. I'm talking to people who already have that covered. They already have audiences. Typically, they already are rocking and rolling with really cool things on the public. So I don't teach people how to be awesome communicators. So one of my requirements is that you already have to be an awesome communicator to be in my mastermind. Pretty straightforward, right? So think about that. Turn that back around backwards. What is it in your mastermind? Or what is it in your teaching set? What's the outcome you're trying to help people gain that's built on key things they already know how to do, right? So for me, teaching experts how to build masterminds, it's super important that these experts already show up in my world with a strong communication skill set. They already know how to talk to an audience, talk to the camera, talk to a microphone, whatever, and they're good at it, okay? We actively screen for that. Again, flip that around. What baseline skill sets do you need for people to have to be in your mastermind and be awesome at making the transformation you offer, right? You don't want to teach everything in the spectrum and the continuum of beginner to hyper successful. You don't have time, right? This is not a 10-year-long mastermind. You have a section of time and you want to get people from not point A to point Z. You want to get them from like point D to point E, right? It's just a few steps you're teaching. That's the part you have time to teach in a mastermind. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 for us, I teach experts how to build masterminds. They have to be an expert. I don't want to teach somebody their expertise, okay? I can teach people how to market and build and launch and sell and fill up and produce masterminds. That's so easy for me to do. But I don't want to teach somebody how to be an expert. So Nancy, I'm not sure what it is that you do in life. Just looking through here in your questions when you joined our community. I don't know what it is that you do, but whatever it is you teach, your people already need to show up with an expertise in some other space, right? So, for instance, me teaching people to build masterminds, we have people from all walks of business marketing life that learn how to do masterminds. Maybe they're website builders. Maybe they're running a huge agency that does, paid traffic. Maybe they're best-selling authors. Maybe they own a huge stage speaking business. I don't know. They're all over the place, but they're already experts in their thing. So if they're already an expert, let's say, in helping people generate tons of leads on social media, and they want to have a done for you service, let's say, and they have a huge social media following, they're obviously rocking and rolling. They want to have a mastermind about doing that. Cool. I don't want to teach them, because I'm not an expert in that, about how to be awesome on social media. That's not my gig. Other people are way better at that than I am. So that would be an expertise they would already show up with to be in my mastermind. Okay, so flip that around. What is it for you that your people need to already have? Again, another one of those base level skill sets they already got to have to be successful in your mastermind. Our job as mastermind leaders is to bring people into our world who are going to succeed with what we teach them. I can't guarantee people's success, neither can you. They got to show up and do their part, right? But I can definitely take them from a very strong starting point to amazing success if that starting point is relevant to the path that we're taking them on. So I'm screening for that. Okay. So for me, again, they got to be awesome communicators. They got to be amazing experts at what they already know how to do. I teach experts how to build masterminds. You got to have communication skill. You got to be an expert. Super straightforward. Decide what those are for you in your community, your mastermind. The third thing I think should be in every person's mastermind qualifications. This is absolutely important, and it falls apart when it's not there. They need to be a natural giver. When we're on an interview with someone like joining our mastermind, right? We're in the interview process. We are actually actively listening and watching for their natural giving skill set. Obviously, you can pick up on communication cues and all that kind of stuff. I can find out if somebody's a good communicator in like 30 seconds. It's not hard to see that. I can also learn about their expertise just by asking questions, find out more about them and see what they're doing out there. Show me some examples. Like, I like to share screens, like show me examples of your work or show me who you're working with or whatever. Just give me examples. But when it comes to that natural giver, you got to listen and watch for that. I'm looking for ways that I can confirm this person really is interested in doing what's best for others. Because if you put, for instance, in our advanced group, we put 15 people at a time in there. If you put 15 natural givers in a Zoom room together or a physical space together and start doing problem solving together, they're going to be amazing. They're all going to succeed because the other 14 people are so committed to making sure they succeed. That's really, really important. That's the most important thing that we qualify people for when they're joining our masterminds. So, same back at you there, Nancy. Make sure you're asking questions that help you discover, is this person a giver? That giving, I don't even want to call it a skill set. I guess it's a skill set, but that giving nature, that giving choice, I want to say choice. Some of us aren't born with a giving nature. We're born with a bunch of personalities. But that active decision set that says, I will invest in others. I will do for others what I wish they would do for me. I will give first, take second. There's nothing wrong with asking for something, and there's nothing wrong with receiving and stating your needs. But when somebody just shows up selfishly, we know how that is. It just doesn't work out. Never works out. Okay. Nancy, I hope that answers your question. groupcoachnation.com. Nancy, if you want more information on that, actually in the beginner section of groupcoachnation.com, there's a video there, not just up at the top of the page. We see me talking just like this, the top of the page for a few minutes to explain what the beginner section is. But down there in the beginner section, you can take action. And there's a section there where we let you look into one of the sessions of our masterminds. Actually one of the sessions of our advanced mastermind. And I kind of break down, here's how the mastermind process works. Here's all the pieces that go into it. Nancy, I think that'd be actually super helpful for you or anybody else in that set. We don't even ask for your email. There's no email address snag on there, folks. We just want you to learn and grow. Take your expertise and go do something awesome with it. Share it with the world, change people's lives. Nancy, hope that helps. Really appreciate the question. Glad you're in the community. Great to see you here. Anybody else has questions, or if I opened up Pandora's box and you got 10 more questions after this, again, as always, knock it out. Put your questions down there in the chat, wherever you're finding this content, ask us questions, reach out one-on-one. If you're embarrassed to ask your question in public, we will do our best to get you answers, because you can do amazing things building your own high-ticket mastermind. Believe it or not, you don't have to have some enormous audience. And the people in our masterminds who have enormous audience that are in our advanced or pro level groups, we don't ask them to lean in. In fact, we recommend they don't lean in on their huge audiences to build their masterminds, because you need a sustainable way to bring high ticket mastermind buyers into your mastermind. And it's really easy to do. You don't need a huge audience. You just need to be a natural giver, need to be an expert, need to be a good communicator. So let me know how we can help. And we definitely will. All right, Chris Williams here again. As always, do the work, get the results.